I know this video quality is a little bad. It's because I'm using my computer camera because I can't find the memory card for my camera. Yeah, that's a thing. Anyway, today I am doing the Throwback Tag. It's 15 questions of just like stuff. I don't know. Okay, so yeah, I hope you enjoy. Without further ado, the Throwback Tag. What year were you born in? I was born in 2002. Do you have any pictures of yourself from when you were younger? If you do, show them. I have too many pictures of myself when I was younger. Here's a few.
I just wanna dive in the water with you, baby. We can't see the bottom. It's so easy to fall for each other. I'm just hoping we catch one another.
Oh no, no, just be careful, nah, nah. Love ain't simple, nah, nah. Promise me no problem.
What TV shows did you grow up watching? I watched Naruto. I watched a lot of Disney stuff. All the Disney princesses, Barbie, Blue's Clues, Dora. That's all I got that I can think of. What did you want to be when you grow up, and do you still want to be that? Well, when I was really little, I had no idea what I wanted to be. And then I wanted to be an actress, and I would still love to be that because, yeah, but it's like second on like my job wish list. It's like number 2 right now. What I really want to be now is an author. I love writing. I love making stories. But what would be so cool for me is if I wrote a book and it got like really popular, and then it got a movie made, which I could be in. For a long time, I also really wanted to be a fashion designer. I have so many fashion design books from that phase. I still love, like, designing clothes, but I don't see it as a career goal for me anymore. Show a video of yourself when you were younger. I'm sure I have one somewhere. Why don't you take a look at this one? What were your favorite toys to play with? Tikus! I think. When I was really little, I loved Tikus. Tikus was this tiny rubber black mouse that I had, and Tikus means mouse in Indonesian, and I lived in Indonesia at the time, so I called it Tikus, and I loved that toy. It was like the best. When I was 7, I got my laptop, so I really liked that, and I think when I was like 8, I got a printer. So I loved playing like those fashion design games online, and then I would print it. And I think I still have some of them, and it's like totally a waste of paper. I never looked at them again, but I was tiny, and I wanted to use my printer, and it was fun, so there. I always played with my Barbie dolls. I still have a Barbie doll collection. I've got so many of them. What's the most embarrassing thing you can remember doing? You see, I don't like getting embarrassed, so I feel like I tend to block those memories out. I don't know. Oh, that was pretty embarrassing. I don't know if this was the most embarrassing, but it's what I can remember. Okay, so my first day of brownies, which if you don't know, is like the British version of Girl Scouts. Like, we had different layers. I don't know if they do in the American system or not, but it was like the one before guides. Anyway, so my first day of brownies, I was so excited because I had a friend who was in brownies, and she was a leprechaun, and I was like, I'm going to be a leprechaun too, and it's going to be amazing, and I'm going to be in her team, and she's like the best, and I was so excited because I was moving out from rainbows to brownies, and then I was put in imps, not leprechauns, and I was not good at controlling my emotions back then, at all. When they said I was an imp, I started crying so much people were like, what's wrong with her? And I just kind of wanted to like run out and hide, but I wasn't going to do that because I couldn't leave. So I just kind of wandered towards like I think there was like a desk area or something. And I just kind of stood there, bawling my eyes out. Because I wasn't even that upset after the first, 10 seconds. But like I said, I had no control over my emotions. And once I started crying, I wouldn't stop. And I was just there crying and crying and crying because I didn't get put in the same group as my friend. Read something you wrote when you were in kindergarten. I don't think I own anything I wrote when I was in kindergarten. 3 songs that you loved to listen to as a child. I have no idea. I'll have to think about it and I'll put it in editing.
Hey girl, what you doing down there? Dancing alone every night while I live right above you.
Cicak-cicak di dinding, diam-diam merayap. Datang seekor nyamuk, hap, lalu ditangkap. Nina Bobo, oh Nina Bobo. Kalau tidak bobo digigit nyamuk.
What was one funny thing you dressed up as for Halloween when you were younger? Pirate princess. I was always a princess, every year. But this year, I wanted to be something scary. But I also really wanted to be a princess again. So, I was a pirate princess. It was the worst costume ever. I hated it. Everybody was just like, what are you? Or they usually just thought I was a princess. And I'm like, I'm a pirate princess. I was a pirate and not the princess part. I don't know. It was weird. If I can find a photo, I'll put it up now. If I can't, sorry. Tell a funny story of something you remember happening when you were young. Ooh, I know one. When we discovered the witch or zombie in my school. So me and my friend, we were bored, so we started digging a hole. With our fingers, it was just a really tiny hole in the ground. And we found this rock. We dug up a rock, basically. I think it might have been on the surface and it was just you know how sometimes there's a rock and you can see the top part of it, but then it's mostly buried. Anyway, so we dug up a rock and I kept it because I collect rocks. We went back there the next day to see what else we could find, and we found this little thing in the hole. And then we went the next day, and it was really deep, buried. We couldn't pull it out. Went the next day, and the thing was a little bigger. And the next day, and the thing was a little bigger. And then I brought the rock back because we were convinced that it was a zombie. Well, we didn't say a zombie. We were something was trying to get out of the school because our school used to be built on a graveyard. Or at least that was a rumor. I'm not 100% sure if that was true. Are there any special things you've kept from when you were a child? Well, my Barbie collection, I still have that. I've never gotten rid of any stuffed animals. I have so many of them. I have way too many of them, but I love them. I keep all the diaries I had, but when I was little, I didn't really write in my diary much because I didn't really write at all. What's something weird you used to do as a child? Honestly, I didn't do anything weird as a child. Well, I'm sure there was something, but I am 20 times weirder now because I was 20 million times shyer then. What's the scariest thing you remember that happened to you when you were younger? I got lost and separated from my mom in a mall, wine shop or something, a little store. The funny part was I wasn't actually separated from her because I was distracted by the little prices they had converting the currencies, and I think I was moving things around, so sorry. But anyway, I was distracted by that, and then my mom walked off. And then I looked around for her, and she wasn't there anymore, and I was terrified. Now, apparently, without my knowledge, she was watching me the whole time, so I was perfectly safe. And she was just watching me freak out, and this was her way of teaching me to pay more attention. I was not happy. The last question, how is the world now different from how it was when you were a child? Well, that's easy. Now all of our homework is on the computer. When I was a child, it wasn't. I mean, I got a computer when I was 7. So mostly things aren't that different. I feel like they're very different for me, and they're pretty different for the world. Like, everything is online now. Like, social media, all that, everything is online now. When I was a kid, a lot was online. I feel like with businesses, with work, with, like, there was Facebook and everything. But, like, with schools, not everything was online. You weren't bringing a computer to class every day. With me personally, it's just part of getting older. My parents, like, trusted me more and let me have more freedom. I was very sheltered when I was younger. I wasn't allowed to learn about anything, see anything. My dad still does this sometimes. They would change the news anytime anything bad came on. I always heard the good things. I never heard the bad things. If there was someone begging on the street, my parents would show me something on the other side of the street to get my attention, so I never saw anything bad. I was very sheltered. And then I got a little older, and I became like a teenager, and I got more rebellious. I didn't always listen to my parents. I was on my computer a lot, so I read and saw things. So yeah, that was the hashtag Throwback Tag. Did I just do that? Okay. I can't believe I just do that. No, okay. Well, yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And share with your friends. And if this video was stupid, share another video of mine with your friends, so they don't see the stupid one. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. Bye.